Okay, so this is a tutorial. If you want to use Bybit for trading futures, this is how it works. Okay, so just like Binance, Bybit has its own futures similar to Binance. Okay, so from top here, what we have is you see the what we have is the margin mode. Okay, margin mode here. So let's say if I click on it now, you see this is isolated, this is cross. So I've talked about margin mode in that previous video. So now if you drag it, this is 12.5x, this is 12.5x. Okay, that's the highest mode. Okay, margin for this. Now the same thing for isolated is up to 10x, the highest. So but it's on cross for now. So um that's about margin. So when you now go down, you have here you have the market order. That's where it is. So I can click on it. You see the market, you see limit. I told you we are concentrated on these two, limit and market. So you know what limit is, you know what market order is. Okay, now I'm in some live trade. So what I want to teach you is how to place a trade. Okay, I'm in some live trade now. So you can see I'm on Mina, I'm on WLD, I'm on Loom. Okay, now these three trades are on long. Okay, they're on long. That means I buy that price is going to go up. Okay, and one of the trade is actually in my favor. I'm already making 5% of my money. Okay, then this one is already down by 13%, this one is down by 26%. But this trade, these three trades actually have been like this for like 4 days now. Okay, there was a dump actually, so it went against me, but I'm not to worry because I know I'm going to come out from it with profit. If you noticed, I don't have any liquidation price for this. I don't have any liquidation price for this. For this one, my liquidation price is 0.2484. That means it's quite low. But these two, there's no liquidation price. Okay, so that's why I'm not worried about the trade because I know I will come out with profit eventually. Okay, so now how do you place a trade? Now before you place a trade in futures, one thing you have to do is you have to first of all determine which uh, which position, I mean which direction is Bitcoin going. Okay, let's look at, if you go to market, you see BTC. So Bitcoin yesterday was around 34,000 below, below 35,000 rather, but suddenly it pumped. Okay, you can see there's a place. Let me remove this indicator so that we see the chart very well. So there's a sudden pump in price from here, okay, up to this point, and it went to 35,927, almost 36,000. So and ever since it has been consolidating. Okay, it has been consolidating, and then I've been on consolidation until this morning when it was at 35,000. The lowest it was this morning 35,160, and it's like it wants to go up. Okay, as if it's about to make its move up. So Bitcoin this morning is actually trying to go up. Okay, let's hope it's going to break the price of 35,927 that it was yesterday. Okay, this price. So because this is the 24-hour low, 34,005 something, this 24-hour high, 35,000 something. So now once we have seen the direction of Bitcoin, we hope it's going to go up. Then you now look for a coin that you are going to trade. You can equally trade Bitcoin. Okay, you can equally trade Bitcoin, but like I said, when it comes to leverage, you need a higher leverage to be able to use your small capital to trade Bitcoin, which is quite risky, if you ask me. So I will rather go for coins that are very cheap. Okay, even if they have the same, even if all coins have the same movement with like Bitcoin, but I'll go for a coin that is cheaper. Okay, because I'm having a little capital. So now after you've seen that, so you now go to, let's say I want to place a trade now. on, let's look at what a coin. Okay, let me select a coin. Let me select a coin. Okay, let's look at this coin, ARC. Okay, ARC is at 1.4. This is the current price. Okay, now, okay, so we don't know if it's actually on the uptrend, but we are going to find out. So let me first of all go to a higher time frame. So let's go to 1 day time frame. Okay, I'll click on 1 day time frame. So if you see, you can see that this coin is in an uptrend. Okay, now because it's in an uptrend, we are going to be looking for opportunity to buy it. That is to long. Buy means long, short means to sell. Okay, because when you short, if I choose short now, that means I'm saying that this coin is going to go down. Okay, so let me short it. So as price begin to fall, I'll be making profit. That is short. So but we might be looking for opportunity to buy. So if I'm to buy this coin now, do you know what I will do? I will not buy this coin at this price. Rather, I will come and wait for, there are two positions I see that this coin will get to, which I refer to as a strong area of demand. Okay, which I believe is this area, this zone here. You can see this zone here. Okay, you can see another zone here. This is another strong area of demand. Okay, so these two places is where I think this coin will come to. Then I will buy, which is around 1 point. It's around, let me see, which is around 1.03 something. Okay, now or this area where it was accumulating around 0.51. But in the meantime, in the short time, it might not come to this downside here, this accumulation point here. You can see strong, see these tiny candles. Okay, but there could be a short-term movement down to this side. So I will wait for it here around this area. I'll place my limit here. So I will click on long. So this area is at, this area is at 1.0. So I'm putting at this area where you have the candle wick. Okay, this wick of the candle. Okay, this thread, that's where I'm putting it. Okay, that's 1 point. So that's about 1.09428. So I'll come to long. I'll click on long. I will go to limit. Okay, I'll put it 1 point. That's 1.0943. I said. Okay, then I will now choose. I have $7 left in my USDT balance, so I will now say, okay, let me use half of it to place the order. Then I will now come here and drag it. So 50%. I'm using 50% of my distance. So I'm going to have about 13 ARC. Okay, so I will now click on open long. So once I click on open long, my order, okay, network is having issue. Let's just wait for the network. Oh, network disconnected. Okay, so let's just wait for network to come up. The network is quite slow this morning. So that's it. So once I click on open long, my orders here, if I come to here that say orders, you will see the market order showing here that I've initiated an order to buy ARC as 1.0943 or so. So it will be here. The moment the price of the coin begins to drop and hit at that 1.09, my order will be executed. So any movement from that 1.09 upward, I'll be in profit. Okay, I'll be in profit depending on my leverage. So let's say now, so you can see leverage now is 4x already. I'm on cross margin 4x. Okay, that's times 4. So so at every movement I'll be making depending on my capital, I'll be making times 4 of what I put in. Okay, when the coin starts moving, my profit will be going by times 4. Okay, times 4 of my this thing, of my margin, which is my capital that I'm trading with. Okay, so that's what it means. So I want to make times 4 of my profit, okay, with my little capital which I have, because I'm using 4x. Okay, the same way, if I increase it to 10x, that's how the profit will also be in like manner. Okay, 10 times of what I'm putting in. Okay, so that is for the mode. So now, once you know this, this is for long position. Sorry, I'm trying to wait so that the network can come in, but I'll keep explaining. So that is how this Bybit works. So another feature that Bybit has, which is not quite in Binance, is this. If you notice, this trade, for example, here you have set TP is on Binance as well. You have trailing stop, close by. So close means you want to end the trade when you have seen profit. That's what it means. You just close it. Okay, so but this, you have this thing here. So you have this thing here. Sorry, let me go back to market. I want to go back to Mina. Okay, so now, but you have this arrow here, this tiny arrow here. It means reverse. So what it means is that all these trades, for example, if you look at this trade here, which are already trailing loss, these are potential loss. It's not yet a loss because I've not closed the trade, so they are potential. Okay, potential loss, which is not, we call it floating loss. Okay, so they are still floating loss. So what it means is that this arrow here, it means is that if suddenly I want to reverse from going, because I say I want to go up, I bought, hoping that price will go up and I make profit, and I see that it's not going my way, so I can click on this double arrow here, which is reverse. The trade will now reverse from this going up to going down. So when the price now start going down, I will be making profit rather than me going up again. So I've reversed from down because I see that up is not favoring me. Okay, but that does not mean that when you place a trade and the moment you see the trade is not going your way, you just reverse. No, we don't trade like that. Okay, because you might place a trade and in the next 1 hour it's not going your direction. Okay, in as long as you use low leverage, I will talk about that later, how to manage your risk when it comes to trading futures. You shouldn't be bothered too much. The trade will come to your position eventually, to come to your way eventually. So you don't just use what's it called, reverse, because you see that trade is not going your way. No, it doesn't work like that. Okay, so now let's go to, so that's what reverse is actually. Okay, so that's for Bybit. So Bybit is just similar to Binance, just that these few things I noted, especially this reverse. Okay, I don't think it's on Binance. And then now you can also set your take profit and set your stop loss. Okay, this is where you do it for each of the trades. So for example, in Mina now, this Mina, if I click on this set profit, take profit, you can see the price I entered this trade is 0.6082. Now it's 0.61. That means that makes me profit. Okay, now I can decide to set take profit, let's say at 0.7. I believe the price will hit 0.7. So you see, I'll be making 60% of my money, which is about 2.8 something dollars. Okay, almost $3 when the price hits 0.7. So that's just because the capital is small. So imagine I'm using $100 for this trade, and price hits, and it hits 60 point something eventually. That will be about so 10% of $100, that's about 60 something dollars I'll be making from $100. You can see, so that's what makes futures trading profitable. So then if I want to set stop loss, I can decide to come here and say, okay, I don't want to lose more than 3% of my capital. So because I entered at 0.6082, once the price gets to 0.6, let me be removed from the trade so that I don't have more loss of my capital, so I don't lose much of my capital. So I put 0.6, so I'll be losing just 5%, okay, 5.39%, which is about 20 something cent of my capital, which is not much, okay, if I decide to exit at this particular price. So that is what stop loss and take profit. So once I'm able to set these two things, I will now click confirm here. Okay, I will now click confirm. You can see I've already put confirm. So one, I've given order, you can see. So it will come to this order, you can see take profit at 0.07 at 0.7 and stop loss at 0.6. okay, so that is what it is. So that's another way of managing risk. So this is how the Bybit future interface look like, which is just quite similar to Binance. So all the take profit, you can see, is executed at 0.7, my take profit, then stop loss at 0.6, which is at this level. Okay, so that's it for Bybit futures. So I'll see you in the next video, where I'll be posting more about trading futures and how you can now trade signals that I will be giving. Okay, that's it.